Continue with the same chapter and move to part number 6, and it is the same section, plotting a point in the plane if its coordinates are given. So in the last video we learned how to locate a point called as plotting if its coordinates are given. Also to remember location from which axis and direction plus or minus of a point. So when we see the example, we will see in this part we are going to practice some examples if its coordinates are, how to plot a point if its coordinates are given, even better. So example 3, so there are about 2, 4, 6, 8 points are given. So we have to locate each and every point, we have to plot each and every point in the Cartesian plane. So Cartesian plane, as I told in the last part also, I have already drawn to avoid wastage of time. So the first step is common for all the points, take 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit and draw the coordinate plane x and y axis, and you all remember that right side of x axis is positive, left side of x axis is negative, similarly up of y axis is positive, down of y axis is negative. So this much you have to draw irrespective of how many number of points are given. And now we can plot all the points in the same plane itself. There is no need to draw each and every time separate plane. So draw this and then we'll go to the next page. We'll go to the next page. So again, 2 examples, I think 2 points I will be showing you how to do it, like what we did in the last part. Rest of the points you have to do yourself. First point is 5, 0. So again, pause the video, take your notebook and do all the steps. How many steps? There are only 2 steps, step number 2 and step number 3. And then play the video to check whether what I am telling and what you have written are same or not. Yes, I am sure all of you would have got it. I am going to start now. Since it is 5, abscissa is 5, from y axis I am moving along the x axis, and since it is positive I am going to move on the right side. 5 units positive direction. So I have moved on the right side and the point is 0, ordinate is 0. So what is happening? Because it is 0, we are not moving away from x axis, because the distance of the point from x axis, that is the ordinate value is 0, so the distance is also 0. So this point I have mentioned, let this point be A, I have mentioned A. Since ordinate value is 0, the required point lies on y axis itself, that is distance from x axis is 0. So we remain there itself. So and this is the point, we already plotted 5, 0. One point we have plotted. Hope all of you understood this. When you do next example, let us see, and most of you would have got it correct also. 5, 0 is a very simple point. So let us see one more example, which I am going to do. 5, 0, I just mentioned, it is important to mention the coordinate values so that you will get full marks in the exam. So let us see the next point. The next point is 0, 5. So now you see, I am sure 100% all of you will get it. Pause the video, do the 2 steps and see what is happening, where you are getting the coordinate. Yes, I am sure all of you would have got it. I am going to start. Since abscissa is 0, ordinate x coordinate is 0, we remain in the at origin itself. We are not going to move because the distance from y axis for this point is 0, so we remain at origin. And then the ordinate value, that is y coordinate is 5, that is plus, so we are moving which direction? Yes, up. So we are going up. See the blue line marking the point and mentioning the coordinates 0, 5. So we have got the 0, 5 on the y axis itself. So these are very, very simple 2 examples I have done. Now let us move to the next page. If you have doubt, you can pause the video and note down the steps. Otherwise, you already know in the last part itself we have seen it's a repeat of the same steps and repeat of the same second time also we are doing. Second example we have done now. In the example 3 itself, second question we have done. So next 6 questions are there which we will do in the next page. But I am not going to write the steps, but you have to write the steps for each and every point in your notebook. Let's move to the next page. Yes, I have repeated the points so that it's easy for you to understand. 5 0 0 5 we have done, 2 comma 5. So I am not going to wait for this. Now what you can do, plot all the points, plot all the say balance 6 points in your notebook and check whether each and every, first you do the cross checking also, whether the coordinate, the signs of the coordinate and the signs in the quadrant, respective quadrant is correct or not, that also you check. After that you start playing. After that I am going to, then I will show all the points one by one. Yes, now you have finished. So let us take 2 comma 5. So I am going to do a slight shortcut. Since 2 comma 5 both are positive, it is in the first quadrant. So 2 units from y axis and 5 units from x axis. So that is the point 2 comma 5. Okay, we can plot the balance point same manner. So 2 comma 5 I have marked. So 2 units from y axis and 5 units from x axis, since it is positive quadrant 1. Now next point is 5 comma 2, again this is also quadrant 1, 5 units from x axis and 2 units from, 5 units from y axis and 2 units from x axis. Next point is minus 3 comma 5, since it is negative positive, it is second quadrant. So minus 3 units on the left hand side from y axis and 5 units from x axis above. Next, minus 3 minus 5 third quadrant, because both are negative, same 3 5 minus 3 because it is fourth quadrant, positive negative. You can cross check with what you have written in your notebook. 6 comma 1 again first quadrant. So all are simple. Now you can check in your what you have done in the notebook and these points are correct or not. I am sure 100% all of you would have got it correct, because it is very clear now. So if the first step is abscissa value, that is x coordinate value from y axis, you move on the x axis in the direction as per the sign of the coordinate, and from that point again as per the sign of the ordinate, that is y axis, you move on the direction positive or negative direction so many units from x axis. So with that you will be able to locate each and every point without any difficulty, that is plotting every point without any difficulty. So now you can, if there is any mistake, you can correct in your notebook and write the reason also why you have made the mistake, then go to the next page. Note here, as discussed earlier, we can see that the coordinates are for any point are unique. That is 5 comma 0 not equal to 0 comma 5. You have seen all different 8 points are in different locations, but we have got similar points 5 comma 0 and 0 comma 5, which we saw in the previous one of the parts. While locating the point, identifying the point we saw, not locating, sorry, while identifying the coordinates we have seen. Similarly, minus 3 comma 5 is not equal to 3 comma 5 and so on, which means that the order of x and y is important, and interchanging the same will change the location of the point, correct? So 5 comma 0 is in one place, whereas 0 comma 5 in different place. Sorry, the comma is missing. Hence x comma y is called ordered pair. We discussed in one of the parts, I told what is meant by ordered pair, we will discuss later. So because it is an ordered pair, that is in an orderly manner it is there. It is not that 5 0 and 0 5 are same, minus 3 and 5 and 3 and minus 5 are same. They are different points and therefore they are called ordered pair. Ordered pair x comma y is not equal to ordered pair y comma x, that is 5 comma 0 is not equal to 0 comma 5 when x is not equal to y, that is 5 is not equal to 0. Which means the next line you can say, if x and x equal to y, then x comma y equal to y comma x. That is, if it is mentioned as 5 comma 5, then that's all. 5 comma 5, there can be only one 5 because both 5s are anyway same. So the points will be same only if x equal to y. So that means there will be only one unique point. In any case, ordered pair is always unique. There is one, like number line we have seen when we studied in number systems, each point has got a number and each number has got a point. Similarly, each point has got unique coordinates and each set of coordinates, that is ordered pair, has got a unique point in the coordinate plane. Hope you are able to understand the English language, and it is very simple. You can just note down this definition alone, ordered pair, and this formula or whatever the concept, then move on to the next page. we'll move on. So we'll see one more example. Plot the following ordered pairs x comma y of numbers as points in the Cartesian plane. Use the scale 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. As usual, now I am not going to do the steps. Step number 1 anyway, the Cartesian plane I have drawn, and we can plot all the points in the same manner as done in example 3. Now you pause the video, plot all the points in your notebook, and then cross check before I complete the plotting in this thing. So now we pause the video. Yeah, let me check. Let me see how many of you have done. Same, I am going to do the same shortcut. Minus 3 comma 5, x and y is minus 3 comma 5. So minus 3 comma 5 is which quadrant? It is in second quadrant. 0 comma minus 3.5, 0 means 0, x means 0 distance from y coordinate, so it remains on x axis, and minus 3.5 left hand side, sorry below because it is ordinate value, minus 1 minus 3 third coordinate, 4 comma 4 first coordinate, 2 comma minus 3 is fourth coordinate. Fourth quadrant, sorry, all are quadrants. One point you can note, on value on the axis, so you should not get confused which quadrant, it is in between the quadrant. So 0, x is 0 means it is 0 distance from y, so that means it will lie on y axis, as well as if it is ordinate value is 0, that is y coordinate is 0, it will remain on x axis. That is why the second point, that is 0 comma minus 3.5, it is remaining on y axis itself. Only thing, it is going below the origin because it is the direction of ordinate, the sign of ordinate is negative. So hope all of you have got this correctly, and you can put double star because you have done it correctly in the first or second attempt itself. Now let us go to the next page. So other types of graphs. So since we saw the table there, so plotting of points in Cartesian plane can be compared to some extent with drawing of graphs in different situations such as time distance graph, side perimeter graph, etc., which you have come across in earlier classes. In such situation, we may call the axis t axis, d axis, s axis or p axis, etc. in place of y or x or y axis. See what they are telling here, what is told here is time distance. You may be knowing that if you see a speed, for a given speed, the distance covered for a particular time. So that you would have seen in the earlier classes. This is one of the practical uses of this type of Cartesian plane, where you will say instead of x and y axis, you will say t axis is x and d axis is y, where time dependent, as the time moves, the distance also increases. So you will be able to plot the graph using this. Similarly, s axis or p axis, s is the side in a rectangle. The perimeter is depending on, not in a rectangle, in a square and a circle, the perimeter depends on the side, not in a circle, sorry, only in the square. Perimeter depends on the square, on the side. So as the side changes, the perimeter also changes, which you can plot as we saw in the previous table. Make a table and then from there we can plot. This we will be seeing in the next chapter. When we go to the next part, I will explain what are we going to see in the next chapter, where we will be studying all this t axis, d axis. Similar to that, we will be studying there. Let's move to the next page. This is a game. This is a dice game activity, very interesting game. I will just briefly tell this, but then you can pause the video, understand this, and then move to the next page. You can note down this, and probably 2 students, 3 students, 4 students can always play. You can, 2 or more students can play, 2 or more players can play. So you have to have 2 separate counters. Counters are coins. You can have different colors, one for student A, one for student B. Then you should have 2 dice. 2 different color dice should be there. So 2 different color dice. So when you throw the dice, whatever is coming in the first, you can say, we will take it as in this what they have shown, red and green. So let us take a red as x axis and x coordinate and green as y coordinate. So you can, if you say 3 comma 1, then move 3 on the x axis and 1 on the y axis. So you can keep on moving like this. This will be only positive. There is no other quadrant is there. 2, 3, 4 is not there. Only first quadrant you can do. And once whomever reaches 10 comma 10 is the winner. And there are certain rules mentioned here. If one A is already in one place and B comes to the same place, A is getting cut. So A goes back to the origin. Similarly, for reaching 10, 10, you have to throw the exact number. That is, if you are at 7, 8, then you should have 3, 2 as the throw in the dice. Then only you will be reaching 10. So this, if you play, it will be very interesting. You can understand the coordinate geometry also through this game. You can pause, note down these points, and then it's already there in your textbook also. Then you can move to the next page. So in this video, we practiced some examples and understood how to plot a point if coordinates are given, even better. We also understood that what is an ordered pair, a pair of coordinates x, y, which refers to an unique point, and interchanging the order of x and y will change the location of the point. That's what we saw. That is, x not equal to y, then x, y is not equal to y, x. But x equal to y, then x, y will be equal to y, x. This is what we saw in this. The next video will be the last video. We will be summarizing the entire chapter. 5 questions are there. 3 questions I have given. 2 are from the textbook. 4 and 5 are from the textbook. You can pause the video, note down these questions, and then move on. This will be the last page anyway of this video. That's all for this video. Thank you.